Peace, y'all. This is Views from the 7 podcast. This you got Spence. I'm joined with my homeboys. Ivan.
What's good?
Skinny.
Yeah.
You know I missed y'all, but fuck y'all, because y'all not finna talk shit. Wifey in the building. And, man, we got my bro, man. You know, it's been a while. I think he's been our most requested and our most featured so far.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Peace.
My brother, Shaka.
Peace. Views from the 7.
Hey, man, that's my favorite. I'm not really a huge proponent of the, like the Black Power anthems, because they all be super trash. But that's the one I'm rolling.
Are you rolling because it's Kelly?
No. Like, even the shit she was saying, like, it was good music. A lot of that shit be like, God damn. Trash.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll do the apple fall far from the tree, brother.
Oh, hey, man, where do we begin? Hey, man, we on fire, man. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing week. It's been an amazing week.
Week and a half, 2
Man,
weeks.
it's been amazing, man. You know, for all you damn, hold on. Oh shit.
Bubbles got your chest.
Oh hell yeah, man. Look, that's what I get for drinking. Was that like
Moscato?
Yeah, wine out of a plastic container. It's not the greatest idea, but for all you content creators out there, it's a roller coaster, man. A lot of the times, when you don't see immediate satisfaction, you tend to, you fall out of love with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you get to looking at everything that's going wrong. And, over this past week, man, I just, I kind of like fell back in love with it, man. I just be doing shit off the rip now, just to, and, shout out to everybody that's been riding with us. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting us. The energy is different. We see it. Shout out to everybody, in their feelings. Shout out to everybody, man. I love all y'all, man.
Shout out to the beauty supply stores for them. Now let me stop, man. I don't want no problems. I love everybody. I love all y'all.
See, what the nigga that came with Kid Kane was running out the house. He was like, man, let's peel that nigga cap back. Nigga was like, which one?
Shout out to everybody with the Lester Wallace's on and everything.
All right, man. And what I'm saying, man, we are and I hate explaining myself, but I have to for those who listen. I don't take for granted how hard it is to get somebody to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing where I can turn you on and I can watch you. A lot of the times, because of social media and how shit is evolving, I can watch you without even listening to you.
Right.
True.
But to still go to an app and to listen without no visuals is something that I can't take. I can't take for granted, man. So I thank you all for your continued support. Now, I only want to explain myself for the ones that that's listening. And Views from the 7. If you go in and look at our bio, it says comedy under it. It doesn't say we want you to come on so we can kiss your ass and use your platform. We're not coming on to ask you safe questions. We're not coming on. I'm not. Views learned early, very, 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 very early, that interviewing wasn't our speed.
True.
We learned early.
True.
So when I bring you into my world, I appreciate, and I'm going to ask you, for your expertise, of course. But when I bring you into our world, we already solidified. You know what I'm saying? You could come in here and not say nothing, and Views is gonna roll.
Regardless.
Talk that
Regardless.
talk. Talk that talk.
So when I come in here And when I sit someone down, it's because I'm genuinely interested in what's going on in their mind. Now, me finding you may be from what you've been doing on social media or something, but I'm not bringing you in here because of what you do. Ain't how I roll.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't need it. So, shout out to all of our past guests. Shout out to our guests that understand and come in here and talk shit with us, man. And shout out to our future guests, whoever that may be. It's all in love. But again, man, this is a comedy podcast. I'm not bringing you on here so we can kiss your ass. Now,
not only that.
This is not your unsung, nigga.
Not only that. It would be neglectful of me and my duties as a media member to not ask the questions that people want to know. Now, they may not be the people you recognize, they may not be the people in your circle, but the people want to know. And the response we got from a certain episode let me know that the people wanted to know the shit that we be talking about.
Yeah.
So it's my job when I sit in here to ask those questions.
Yeah.
If that makes me a feminine male or whatever, that's cool.
Or weird.
Or not 100. That's cool.
I was talking about,
in general, yeah.
I was generalizing this
this
statement,
general too. This general too.
However that brother decides to take it is how he decides to take it. But again, like I said, I told you guys,
The world just seeing your legs in the air. They, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Bro,
Their possession of Ivy right now, they really, you know what I'm saying?
You know the crazy part is, what the crazy part is that we've just went 100% visual maybe a week ago. And we've already got the shit on fire.
Fact.
But let me tell y'all something. For those of you who just caught on, when you go back and you listen to older Views episodes, it's going to be a lot of shit in there that's way worse than the nigga's hairpiece.
Way worse.
Shit, the inboxes I'm getting, motherfuckers, they like, man, why Ivan legs was in the air? I'm like, oh, you don't
toot that thing.
This shit new to you.
Oh man, that's the hashtag, man. We tune that thing up all summer, baby.
Hashtag eat me like a cupcake.
I got some beef with that.
What?
Shoot it.
I got beef.
Shoot it. What's the beef?
I consider y'all family.
Okay.
People use that loosely. I might not see y'all a lot. I got beef.
Talk to me.
Come on, man.
It's kind of like, if you go back to the older episodes, you got Spence.
Wow.
Talking about eating ass. I ain't got no problem with that.
Right.
But one day I'm on the treadmill, and he like, yeah, if you eating pussy and you got your ass up in the air.
Absolutely, that's a feminine move.
But if you got your legs up in there.
I'm not tooting my thing up backwards.
What?
So this is where we gonna get to the
like
bottom.
If wifey was to ask me to get on all fours, we got an issue.
Yeah, for sure, it's a contract.
So I am not. I am against wholeheartedly.
So do the position make you feminine?
No.
It kind of depends on. It kind of depends. I'm not getting on all fours. I eat pussy laying down, not with my ass sticking up in the air.
You never ate pussy with your ass in the air?
Fuck no, and I would never.
That's correct.
So you missing like?
I'll be like, nigga, chill.
Push
up.
You can eat pussy and get your ass ate at the same time though.
How you do that?
How you do that? 69.
If your ass up in the air, she behind other chick behind you. That's getting your
Oh,
ass
fine.
ate and you
I
eating
ain't doing
pussy.
that. You can't get that far. I'm not doing that. See, when I know what I see. I know what I see
When
when
you
I.
said it, I just thought like, see, my mind fucked up. I thought 69 backwards, like
Yeah, that's wild. I ain't
he
doing
on
that.
top and she at the bottom. And
Yeah.
That's where my mind went.
Should have a long neck for that.
I know what I see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, Spence was making a lot of us men feel like we wasn't man because
we didn't eat booty.
Your ass was up in there while you was eating pussy. And then I was like, the first.
Yeah, that's wild. Niggas' arches are amazing while they eating pussy. That's nasty.
But okay, so here's the question.
Like,
that's
damn,
bad.
you
Let's say
like,
that's bad. Let's say that's bad. That's bad.
Your arch is better than mine, and you hitting me.
That's bad in Spence's book. So when you getting your ass ate, are you holding up your legs or like is it the of your knees or what?
It actually depends on how I'm feeling for the day. You know what I'm saying? Because my weight tends to fluctuate. So
you be bloated.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes sometimes on a bad day. It's in the thighs. You got to squeeze the thighs so you can come up a little bit and raise the ass cheek, right? But if it's a good day, like, nigga, retrograde and protein. All that shit is lined up. Protein shake. That's when I can lock her.
Not the retrograde.
I can put my heels on her shoulder blades.
So never mind. Skinny just.
Listen, bro. I don't want to go through another month with this. So
we good. I be feeling bad for.
Skinny 4 feet. Niggas can pick him up.
They gonna get her.
I just want to know.
They just showed me last week. Them niggas got positions. I was like, this is amazing right now.
It was in sync. It was kind of.
You see it?
I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, when this video dropped, they both moved at the same exact time.
What's up, Mike?
Your feet be on her shoulder blade?
Yeah, right here.
You heard.
If she down there and I put them right here, and I can scoot up a little bit.
So she when she come up, she got to push her leg back with her shoulders.
I mean, when you down there, you down there. I mean, it's euphoria then. I'm not paying attention to the.
You seen the stripper, the one stripper that got his legs behind you steady.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know the procedure.
Oh,
what's the procedure?
So you don't be paying attention at all? Like nothing that's going on?
No. You only pay attention when it's trash.
No, I disagree. Wholeheartedly.
Nah.
Because that's when you get
Trust is there. The trust is there.
Yeah, no, but that's when you get a finger slipped in there when you're not paying attention. But
my bad, y'all.
Or some glass.
I'm paying attention. Okay, but hey.
Or some glass or something.
I'm booty cold. I'm booty cold. Glass dick in here, nigga. That's why.
Yeah, that right there. That's yeah. I told you I ain't built to take no dick, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas gonna be using the rose with a little flour. She gonna bring the flour on y'all. Y'all wild, man. Oh shit, we heard Daddy yelling.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's wild, y'all. I ain't really. Like I said, I've used the pocket pussy, but yeah.
How comfortable are you guys with like sex toys and stuff? Like that's just completely out.
I don't mind, so it's not on me though.
But I'm not. See, I'm not a jacker offer.
Yeah.
But why? Like, what is it? Does it feel? It's just.
I'm more of a not to be all up in my business, but more.
I mean, hell, we all up in our business, so my family might as well go ahead and go get to it.
Family.
You know, I tie up bitches.
Oh shit!
So y'all talking about some other shit.
You Christian Grey? Okay. Okay.
I let y'all have y'all moments. I tie up bitches.
I can't do that shit.
No. Let's get into that though. Like
I feel like I'm in fucking.
See, that's something that I'm like, I can't. I couldn't do bondage. I could not do bondage.
You got to be with somebody that you're comfortable with, of course. But
that's
try it.
I don't know. I've never been into like rough shit. Like I remember, way back in the day when I was single and shit, and chicks would be like, I want you to rough me up, slap me, call me bitch, and I'm like,
That shit elite though.
Yeah, but that's kind of like.
That's
Definitely elite.
That's elite.
How do
right
it
there.
turn from? I mean, because that could easily turn from sex to a charge. Like, how
How?
far is too far? Like,
Or the choking shit?
Yeah, or the slapping and calling. Like, how far do you want him to go with slapping you and calling you a
You gotta have a
bitch?
safe word.
That's why
slap the shit out of
how does this feel?
She had a nice little tap.
How does this feel?
Nah.
Don't slap me.
You really beat him up?
Red face. Don't tell me to slap you.
Boy, no, you can't be taking out the past. He taking out past relationships on the chicks he having sex with. That ain't cool.
See,
Nah,
nah.
it's. I say try it. Like, you know, as far as, of course, y'all gonna be like, oh well, you try this, but tying up is not that rough shit. You can get rough, but
That's a different level of
like
trust.
you can
though.
tie somebody up. Let's say this ain't rough. You can tie somebody up and you got feathers and shit like that. You know. See, we go.
No, but they do that. Like they'll caress you with the feather.
You got the feathers, and it
but-
sounds like it ain't nothing, but
You can't. I'm drinking water. He hit me with that shit. Feathers. What the fuck?
All I could think about is the cartoon Animaniacs when they was using little feather tickling the toes.
Yeah.
And shit. The only thing I had in my mind was
man, but
tickling his toes with the feather. With the little
I say
pigeon.
try it. Like I promise.
Me and wifey and I threw the oop to bro right here because I know he into that. But you know, wifey and I, man, we got introduced. No, not introduced, but we got what's the word? Invited to a lifestyle party and shit. And
I already told him that's
go.
where I kind of have to draw the line a little bit because I'm not fucking nobody else's husband. Like I'm not doing
Don't
that.
go.
That's not that.
That's
though.
interesting.
No,
They,
it's
they,
not.
So it's
what
not
was
a
that
swinger party.
It is.
A
Y'all
lifestyle
remember that
with swingers
Martin?
the same,
That
man.
Martin
It's not
episode.
necessarily-
Definitely.
What
But
was
you
that Martin
still have your
episode?
own. You still have your choices.
You remember the Martin episode where
I know
they
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what you're
where
talking
Yeah,
about.
well,
he
I'ma
bust up
choose
in the
not to
party
go.
and then it's like they had a couple that they was friends with and they was trying to trade off and the dude was trying to be with
Yeah.
Gina and the chick was trying to. Y'all remember that
I
episode?
remember that episode. I remember that.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a recruitment.
It's not. It don't necessarily have to be that though.
Nah, they be cool. Lifestyle parties is cool.
Because sometimes it's you can just be voyeuristic. Like sometimes people enjoy just having sex with their mate in front of other people.
So
I
y'all,
don't know if
next
I'm
time y'all
ready.
got one, just go ahead slide in my inbox. I'll pull up.
Like the tying up thing, though, you gotta have a different level of trust. I don't think I've ever experienced that
Y'all
level of
here
trust.
tying up. See, I don't fuck with
You
handcuffs.
got to tie yourself up.
No, I'm saying like to be tied up. They take a different level of
He
trust.
didn't say he
I
get
got
tied
muscle.
Oh,
up.
he
said
tied
breaking
the
that shit.
bitches up.
Yeah, you missing.
Yeah, I
what
don't.
he said.
See, I can't.
I got
can't.
tied up one time and I'll never do that shit again.
Why not?
And this was like I was about 16, 17. I was fucking
You
with old
young.
bitches. I was fucking with old
Oh,
bitches.
somebody turned you out early. Okay.
I got one real old
So,
one, but I just ate her pussy.
She
all the
didn't.
time.
She didn't want me to. She didn't want me to leave town. So I was moving from Iowa. I was back and forth to Iowa to here, and I had caught me a little black and Mexican thing. We ain't got those back home. I was like, what?
Bitty bum bum.
Yeah, so she tied me up, and I had hickeys from right here on down to.
She put
my
hickeys
ankle.
on you?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's wild.
told me have a nice day.
Wifey too. She's an explorer.
But she
I'm not
didn't do
doing
that for my. She didn't do it for my pleasure. She did that to fuck
Yeah.
up. When I get on the plane and go
Okay.
back to.
Yeah, it's only so much clutching you can do when it comes to glass. Yeah, if I ain't got my arms, I'm in trouble.
Man,
Yeah, you gotta have a different level of trust. Now I fuck off too much. So like you gonna tie me up and go through my phone, it's gonna be a wrap. Like,
don't
I'm
get
stuck.
tied up.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
stuck
what?
now. I'm stuck to the man.
You know
Don't get
what? You
tied
know
up.
what? Ivan.
You
Speaking
don't
of
have to get tied
Don't
up.
get
though.
tied up.
speaking of trust, yesterday, going to go check the mailbox and shit. It's this old ass white lady speeding up and down the street, bumping Monica and Keisha Cole. I said she gonna go kill somebody. Crying,
Crying? Oh yeah.
blowing the trust joint. Let me be the one. I said, yeah,
Somebody
that
fucked
nigga's
up.
in trouble.
Somebody
niggas
fucked up.
That nigga's in trouble.
Police went on your street later?
No, it's an old ass white lady too. Shout out to y'all.
Mm.
But yeah, man, I ain't got. Let's get into some shit, man. It's been a minute, man, since you've been here, and First of all, before we even get into that, you keep getting kicked off of YouTube. What's going on with the YouTube, man?
Fuck YouTube for the record. You know? Nah, they hit me with they didn't give me no warning or nothing. But
Send me my $3.
when you're anti-vax, you don't have a platform. So the last video I did an anti-vax situation. So it was up for about 2 hours, and then it was like, you know what, you're fired. So I got fired.
So what?
They fired you from YouTube.
What's your take on
That's
the
wild.
vaccines?
Well, not to give you a long, drawn-out story. My son, I've been anti-vax since him. So we had him. He was vocal. We took him to get some shots. He become nonverbal. And
I've heard that story a few times.
yeah. So I started digging into, I didn't really know who Sabi was, but I started digging into him and some other folks from South America and Africa, and I changed his diet. So changed his diet, that was a fight, and, he started progressing, talking, normal as hell right now,
Yeah.
Just asked me to buy him some condoms the other day. Yeah, so
How old is your son?
he good. He 13. But I'd rather, that's a whole nother,
Yeah.
So changing the diet can help.
If you catch it early, if you grown and you're trying to change man's diet, it's not gonna work. So, yeah, that's when I became anti-vax. So I've been paying attention to vaccines from that point to where we at right now, and there's no progression in it. It's just population and basically making people on a mental spectrum. So,
You think it's you think people are using today? They're using the vaccine as like a bully tactic.
yeah.
Almost like if you don't take it, you're I don't want to say less than, but you're not I don't know, cooperating. You're not, you're selfish.
Yeah, but a lot of people still, even though they have the vaccine, they still wearing masks anyway.
I didn't know the vaccine is not it wears off after a minute, so it's something you have to take. Flu shot, basically.
Man,
Pretty much.
it's when the last time you know somebody that caught chicken pox or
It's been a minute.
smallpox?
It's been a minute.
Long time. I miss chickenpox parties.
What?
Y'all never had those?
What the
It
fuck
was
is
like,
that?
y'all never had the chicken when all your cousins get it at the same time.
and then they have y'all.
We all in
together.
one house?
Yeah.
Never?
Yep.
Wow.
We didn't call it no chicken pox party. Like that's why I laughed.
I've
when
never
you said
done
it.
that. What?
Wow, that's crazy.
What it does, it made, in our parents' mind, it made everybody immune to, okay, you're going to go be around your cousins so you can get out the way, or
Yeah.
your immune system,
No, don't come
No,
around me.
no, what?
But the later that people caught chickenpox, it was more.
It was harder to fight it.
Yeah, that's what you had them cute girls at school
Let
that
me
had
die
a whole
later,
bunch
Mom.
of marks on their. Y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. They had the dark ass marks on
They
their
still
face.
there. It's just we
Yeah,
got
I
filters.
know a
now.
few of them,
Filters.
but nah.
Yeah, we had.
So wait.
Let me go through it rough.
One of y'all would catch the chicken pox, and then so they'd be like, all right, all y'all gonna catch it at one
We
time.
all just kick it out the house. Now everybody just.
Everybody didn't catch it. You become. I got a joke that I always say about vaccines, and the vaccines now is you don't need to take a vaccine for COVID. Go outside, go to a park, jump in the sand, do a snow angel, jump up, drink some orange juice. Our body, we become older and we're clean. We're
That's a
clean
joke,
people.
nigga. What the fuck wrong with that? I'm like, oh, this gonna be good. You say you got a joke, it's gonna be good, nigga. Why?
What
a joke here, nigga.
But I was just saying, like, we become clean people, so the cleaner you are, with the sanitizer and stuff like that, the more that you're able to catch these viruses.
Okay, yeah.
So, it's stupid.
Oh, nigga say you got a joke. Shit, let me turn around and look at it. That wasn't funny.
The nigga from the Apollo Cup. Run that nigga off the stage.
Man.
You never invite that nigga to bad jokes. Write that nigga the dad jokes.
You telling me Charlie Murphy jokes, nigga? That shit ain't funny.
Y'all are dumb.
Y'all niggas, nigga. That was a meme.
Oh man.
Shit, damn, bro came in here with his meme game on 100.
Y'all are stupid.
But no, finish up. You said our bodies.
Man, I'm over here.
He's over here crying.
I'm talking about finish up.
Oh my God. So yeah, our bodies. You said our bodies get older and.
Well, basically, we're not. Our kids, we don't go out and play in the dirt like they used to.
Nope.
You know, our kids is
That's a fact.
playing the video game or they're TikToking.
Niggas too privileged to drink out of water hoses these days.
Oh yeah, that was the best water ever. You know?
Yeah, it was.
I don't drink tap water.
Who said that?
Definitely don't.
I don't think our kids ever
I
have.
did drink the water hose water. Like,
You never drunk
different.
Wait,
than
you
tap
never
water.
drunk tap water?
Wow.
I hated tap water, but I would go like if my dad was like, if I'm like, pops, ain't nothing to drink up in here, like ain't no water in there, and then
You don't get some ice out of that motherfucking freezer. And
I will go to the water hose, but I'm not getting.
That's
listen,
wild.
I don't know what the difference
likewise.
was.
I say,
I didn't
you
drink
know
out
it's
of
the
the faucet, I drank out
same
of
water, right?
It tastes
I don't
different.
know why.
It
I don't know
tastes
why.
different.
It tastes different,
Tastes
but it
different.
do. I don't know if it's
Same water to
going
me,
through that
man.
hose.
Hey,
I don't
no.
know. I don't know if the hose changed the flavor or what, but it
got-
got taste like the freak.
You like the rubber flavor.
Yeah.
The bathroom water was colder though.
bathroom water was cold.
Bathroom water was colder.
Then the tap?
Yep.
Because I don't think none of it was colder than the water hose.
None of it was colder than the water hose, but the bathroom water did taste better than the sink.
I agree with that.
We all sound stupid as hell.
Hey man,
Like I'm just listening to us. Like, what are we saying?
all faucets
What are
matter.
we even talking
All
about?
faucets matter.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, man. I just think, you always go. It's. I try to understand both sides nowadays. You know what I mean? But it just seems like everything that, people want you to question everything but the shit they care about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, even when it comes to, the vaccine or the election that we're going to get into and the coronavirus and shit, even up to the fucking, the whole, the woke thing and, unfortunately, I have too, just on some joking shit, but the way that they have demonized, like Hotep. It's yeah, man, it kind of sucks, man. Everything else you can question, but the shit that people care about, if you question it, all of a sudden you're looked at as less than. And with that being said, man, I do want to be what's the word?
Responsible.
I do want to be responsible, but I also want to be careful, and I want to be sensitive to those who have lost people to the virus.
True.
I do want to do that because we do have victims, and we do have people that have lost people that we know.
Fact.
I got family members, but I ain't being sensitive.
You ain't being sensitive? Oh, we ride. When we ride on our enemies.
Well, looks like you came to the right place.
All I'm gonna tell folks, like my first time coming to this show, I said read the emails.
Yes, you did.
Read the emails. The Fauci emails is out.
Yes, they are.
And the Fauci emails is basically saying this shit is nothing but control.
So it's a placebo. Is it a placebo or is it an actual?
I believe it's population control as far as when you look at Fauci, not to get too deep into the rabbit hole, but Fauci is responsible for the HIV/AIDS epidemic. So that wiped out.
Mm-hmm. He is 80. He's been around politics and all of these, what do you want to call them? disasters. He's been around majority of it.
Yeah. So he's basically the virus of 2020, 2021, 2022. But for the most part, when you read the emails, with him and Bill Gates. Bill Gates is population control, Agenda 21. They're trying to figure out, and not to get too black and white, but they're trying to figure out on how to stop reproduction and basically control a number of people that's on the planet. That's what climate control is. When the Democrats are pushing climate control, it's not about, the sun or, it's like we got too many motherfuckers, and too many motherfuckers is messing up the environment. They say, per se.
I don't know if I disagree with that.
But who?
So you ready to beat Thanos?
Listen, Thanos' theory was sound.
Yeah, actually,
all bullshit aside, his theory was sound because Earth has a finite amount of resources. At some point, whether it's 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 200 years from now, those resources are going to run out.
So let me ask you this. The same people that's doing the population control are the same people that's giving us the GMOs and tearing down nature. Then how are they responsible for population control when they're controlling every environment or every source, water, food, crops?
It is illegal to. I don't know if it's illegal in Nevada, but it is illegal to collect rainwater.
Yeah,
The government does own rainwater.
The government owns rainwater?
Yes.
That came from the sky, fam.
The government
It's
owns
illegal.
rain. It is illegal
It's
to
illegal.
collect
I'm
rainwater.
going to drink it for y'all get here.
I don't
You ain't got no
not know.
evidence.
Now, I do not know if that. If
It is
in Nevada.
but you gotta look at the fine print is they control the weather. So if they're controlling the weather, then they control.
The product.
So
I'm gonna drink the evidence for y'all get here.
I do wanna to ask you, do you feel like we owe Trump an apology? One, and two, do you feel like Dr. Fauci is the scapegoat?
Of course, he was brought there to be the scapegoat, but it sounds crazy to a lot of people when you say Trump and apology. Like those are trigger words. That's like, yeah, they do. Like dealing with the ACQ, the zinc. When he came out and said this is what you use to get rid of the virus, and then you had all the hospitals ban it. Yeah, they're responsible for basically like for the genocide that we're seeing.
So I'm going to I'm going to read a few points. I did get this from the Wall Street Journal.
Okay.
This is a credible report. This is a report. It ain't nothing. It's not a opinion.
Made up shit.
It's not an opinion. It's nothing I made up. This is none of my feelings. But this is a report that the Wall Street Journal posted a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Without again, I've always said now that they have gotten Trump off the internet, so to speak. Not that he's even in the presidential. Not even that he's no longer the president.
Right.
Getting him off of social media took things back to normal, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of people got on him for calling it the Chinese virus, right? And for political reasons, I probably would have called it that too. But you know how we are. You know how we are.
Yeah.
So, last month, a U.S. intelligence report that said that 3 employees at the Wuhan Institute of Virology got sick more than a month before experts found the first COVID-19 cases. Got so sick they had to be hospitalized.
Right.
They found signs of what happens when you catch COVID.
Right.
Also mixed in with the flu. That is what they say. Scientists then came out who studied the virus and told Dr. Fauci that in February,
Okay.
Scientists who came out, who studied the virus, told Dr. Fauci that it is a virus that could have been manipulated. He immediately put together a team of scientists. The scientists that he put together reached the conclusion that the most likely scenario, not the scenario, because they use the word keeping. I'm keeping my options open.
Okay.
Right? But the scenario that they put out into the media is that the most likely conclusion was that the virus that causes COVID-19 had jumped from animals to humans.
Can I say something?
Speak.
So, you remember when they told you where AIDS came from?
Yes. So they came from monkeys originally, right?
Monkeys. Now they telling us COVID came from bats.
Yeah.
Same person that created that story is Fauci.
I seen that nigga in Outbreak too. But go ahead.
And also, Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci also in February.
Okay.
So this is early news. Dr. Fauci was informed as early as February 2020 that COVID-19 exhibited unusual viral characteristics that suggested it could have potentially been engineered in a lab.
Man-made. Biological weapon. It was... I remember me and you was talking about the election tough one time, and I was like, they're using the coronavirus for the mail-in votes. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
I said they're going to use it to get them. Oh, we can't go to to the ballot. Let's mail in everything, and then when you get mail in, they're they forging everything. They're forging who's mailing in. They're forging.
Yeah.
Not to get back on the election, but I always said the COVID got to get exposed. So you got COVID is getting exposed right now.
Yes, it is.
And now you got the election audits that nobody's talking about. But the election audits is showing number-wise, Biden couldn't have these numbers. Like, they don't even have the population in this county for Biden to have these numbers. So some shit gonna hit the fan. Like, they're gonna expose the COVID situation, then they're gonna expose the election. So that's why when you hear Trump saying, I don't know who's running the White House.
Hell, we don't know. We ain't seen him since January.
I ain't seen Kamala Harris.
But I'm just
See nobody.
I'm just saying it's some weird, like a lot of people that I know in DC when they go to the tours of the White House, it's weird. They don't talk about a president. They don't say this is President Biden's room.
Yeah.
It's just like
I do want to put out there again. This is fact. This is a report. This is not an opinion.
Right.
And there is silently. I think again, we like to come. We like to think of things from an emotional standpoint.
Right.
A lot of the times, but a lot of this shit is politics. And silently, there is a investigation into China and what took place into Wuhan. The first time there was one, but it was so tight-lipped, and China had so much of a hold on it that they only reported the evidence that China allowed them
Wanted
to.
to.
So to
you
speak.
got you got the Wi-Fi hooked up to that?
I do.
I'm gonna ask you, like, you ain't got to do it right now, but I would tell people to look into. China dealt with the election, so it wasn't just the Democrats. They dealt with the election. Anybody remember they were sending peanuts in the mail or seeds, or plant seeds?
I ain't hear about that.
You can get that from China was sending people seeds in the envelope, and what they were doing, they were trying to see if it's certified, then somebody stays there. So what they were doing was getting addresses and filling out the absentee ballots.
I did see.
What they got to do with peanuts?
That they was just sending seeds and peanuts to see if somebody stays there. When you get certified mail, somebody has to
sign for it.
Oh,
I do feel like in any election, not just this one, in any election,
that's smart.
there is voter fraud.
Yeah.
I think this one was so alarming, and there have been reports that dead people were voting. This is not opinion. This is a fact. I think the only issue I have with that is that the same problem I had with the Democrats this last election, I'm starting to have with the Republicans. Like, at some point, you have to move forward for your new candidates.
Correct.
I do like the fact that there are some people that are jumping in elections to go against these very people who decided to sign off on the Trump shit and all of that.
Right.
That is dope to me because it does signal that maybe our people. This nigga is wild.
What is going on?
I'm listening. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
You cooking?
I'm so happy we got video now for y'all can see this weird shit.
That just be happening randomly. Like, what are you even doing?
I do feel like it gives us some sort of sign that maybe our people do have some type of place in politics. Maybe.
Yeah.
But it feels like it's on it. They're on it so hard, and I know Trump lost. The numbers are alarming. The way he lost, the numbers are alarming. But I think it's time for the people to. I think it's time for the people to move on and start to focus on the next election.
Right. I don't think it's going to be a next election.
Why you say that?
They got to figure out we're skipping over a whole bunch of data, a whole bunch of information. We skipping. When you have a situation with the voting machines. It's by Dominion voting. I've been talking about Dominion since how you said it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
They overstepped. There's no way in hell people voted for Joe Biden to beat Barack Obama's numbers. Like, he blew out Barack Obama.
This is a fact. This is a fact.
You remember when Barack came in, everybody we going down here, we carpooling, we doing this. It's like, you better get out there. You didn't see that. Like, if they would have had Joe Biden beat him by a couple 100,000, I'll probably be like, they made sure that they, how like when kids do something, they do like, what y'all clean up the house for? And you like, oh, we cleaned it up there. Like, all right, you ain't put the shit together yet. And then you go like, oh, I want a PBJ. And then you go like, where the fuck the jelly at? The motherfuckers then broke the glass. They done broke the glass and cleaned up the jelly. Just didn't want to say shit. But what you're starting to see, I say, look in Arizona, you're starting to see that most of the government ballots had a watermark on it. And all these votes for Joe don't have a watermark on it. So that's why I said we jumping over a whole bunch of stuff because the news is not being. You guys are the media now. If you like it, comedy or not, you the media.
Yeah.
You got a responsibility.
Facts.
We can crack jokes and say, hey, I don't fuck with Trump, but that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But no, the government ballots that was sent out got watermark on it. The ones that they're counting don't have a watermark.
Why would you say that's gonna stop election though, like all together? Why you think it's gonna be over with?
Once they figure out, as far as once this presented with the COVID, so you're gonna have the COVID blow, you're gonna have the election blow.
Okay.
They're already black folks are already saying that, they used us as a shield. They're already saying that they're taking our vote. They're taking our vote. They're taking our vote.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have this America is taking away black people's votes.
Right.
And they gotta do something as far as when you look at the Constitution, it says when you have something similar to this, you go into the electoral college, but it's state electors, not the Maxine Waters and stuff like that. He's blowing them out on a state level. So how did he win the state level and local level, but he got beat? So how do you have a city, let's say Detroit, everybody Republican won, but the president lost in Detroit. But on the local level, everybody's Republican.
It doesn't make sense. It don't add up.
Okay, being the least political person in the room, probably.
You're not. You're not.
Trust
I
me.
see it though. I can see it strictly because, like you made the comparison between Trump and Barack Obama, but people voted for Barack Obama out of hope and out of love. Hate to me is a stronger emotion. So if I hate Trump the way people in America hated Trump, that'll motivate me more to get up and say I'm gonna go make sure this motherfucker don't get back in the White House for another 4 years. As opposed,
Me and we always have these spars when I come out. I love Ivan. So what about? So you got all these subpoenas. You know they locked up a whole bunch of black folks, and these motherfuckers is telling.
okay,
This is why I said the media is not doing. They telling. As soon as the feds come in and they like, oh, this is 12 years minimum for. They've been telling this. Now they're getting death threats from who they work for, which is the Democratic Party. So now they like, what do we do? You got our back or you don't. So now they filling out, Alpha Davis, help me, protection, custody, and things of such. It's like that's on another level. So now you have the black community that's supposed to be supporting Democrats are getting death threats from the Democratic Party. And that's in Fulton County. You
that's
got it
Atlanta.
in Wayne.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of shit that's going on. I just sit back. I've been taking a back seat because these white folks been acting a fool on my page. So I'm like, I'm not helping y'all no more. So I keep my data to myself. For the most part, I'm just like, but it's a lot of black sisters. It's a lot of black mothers that they use to push this hate. Like, we got to get them out of there. And our people, like, we got to get this motherfucker the fuck out. So they got them on camera, 40,000 ballots. Boop. Mom, 40,000 ballots. Boop. So that's 80. Boop, 120. Boop, 160. Like, they caught. Now you just got to go through the methods of what they're going to do as far as with the insurrection shit. This is not capping for Trump supporters, but the insurrection stuff happened so they wouldn't have to count the votes on the delegate. You remember I told you about the delegates are the one that get to count the votes.
Right.
So they knew that they was outnumbered on the delegate vote. Create something where we don't have to vote.
Okay.
It just seems like this last year, like I feel like the American people, we've just been duped on both ends, even with the elections and then even with the vaccines. I see how it kind of how the they create this facade that it's up to us to get him out of office, when we all know, if you know how it works, we know it's not up to us. But they turn it into like a social thing. So it's like, okay, if you voted, you need to post your sticker saying that you voted for whoever. It used to be such a private thing. People never talked about politics. They didn't talk about religion. And they definitely didn't talk about like medical things. That was like off the board. Now it's like the social norm. Like if you want to fit in, you have to say like, oh, I got my vaccine. I did this. I went and voted. Did you vote? And it turns into, like you said, a bullying tactic.
Yeah.
They give us this false sense of hope, like we actually made a change, because they know that we love to be in control of things, when in actuality, we've never been in control of none of it to begin with. Like we're being used as pawns. So it pits us against each other.
Oh, you preaching today?
Shayna X, boy. God damn.
No, but I'm just saying. Shut up.
Dr. Martin Luther wifey, boy.
No, and I don't normally do this. Like because I don't like because I feel like people I respect people and what they y'all so fucking stupid. But I respect people and their views, because we're passionate about things that we love. I know how I am. Like if I really, really love something and I really believe in it, I'm gonna go to the death about it. I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna tell you I know everything about it. Right. But I can't convince somebody over here if they believe in something totally different. Now, what the government has done to us, they have put this out, put it out there like you can make a change. That started with Barack Obama, the whole, hope thing. So when it started then, it revved up, vote or die. Remember? That was the big campaign. That's when social media started picking up and people start posting and being more public about what they were doing. And that was something that was never done before. So these past couple of years, it has really, really revved up, because for one, we had a president he was on social media all the time. He was saying whatever the hell he wanted to say.
A nigga.
He was saying whatever he wanted to say. So then, the Democrats, they see okay, well, that's working. So now we're gonna flip it, and we're gonna tell everybody you need to go out and vote and get this guy out of here. So they're flipping it and making us feel like we have some say so when we don't.
Turn us against our nigga, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They turn us against each other.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I miss it, bro. I miss it, and not even from a fucking just what I mean, because I was like a Trump lover and shit. But
My nigga
God,
Trump was hilarious.
He made it, whether you loved him or you hate him, he made anybody you could think of was talking politics.
Yep.
He made them feel.
You know
something.
how hard that is. Everybody was talking politics, whether you hated him or not. Everybody was talking politics. Ain't nobody talking about no fucking politics now. Nope. Biden ain't trending
at all.
We just said we ain't seen him since January. I know I haven't.
You see him here and there, but
what's that horror movie? What's that horror movie when they was like dolls?
Puppet Master?
I don't know.
Tales from the Hood.
I don't know. He just looks like a doll. Dead Silence.
That's the name of the movie?
It's called Dead Silence.
Yeah, but nobody seen that.
They was just like dolls, but they were like dead, and so
I'm over here looking like I ain't seen that.
I think I seen that, but I don't remember.
Ain't that what dolls do? They just be sitting there just. What was the premise of the movie, my nigga?
And if they scream,
it is something like where she the old man was a whole puppet the whole movie. That's my shit.
Look, that's how I feel about when I see him talking. It's just like
who, Biden?
Yeah, like
it's like watching
you can hear the IV and the like, dude. It looks painful when he's talking.
Yeah, it is. I watch him. Because and
then Kamala, that's gay. Wait, get that shit out of there.
Yeah, don't do that.
What was when you last time
Chucks
you seen Kamala?
Since Chucks and Pearls.
She don't even wear Chucks no more.
I'm gonna put this on the record because we got different listeners. I know some of your listeners don't like what I present.
Fuck that shit, man.
I don't give a damn.
If you're not open to hearing all sides of a discussion,
right?
Then you just as ignorant as the motherfuckers you disagreeing with.
So you got Biden that came into office and he filled out all those executive orders. And how many people have you seen get out of prison for prison reform that's black? Go ahead, you on the clock.
You on the clock.
I don't know. I ain't even seen Kim Kardashian releasing nobody lately.
Not lately.
You haven't seen nobody.
He basically reverted back to he's king of mass incarceration. So why would he?
We knew that though. We knew that going into it.
So but I'm just saying he when he got in office, he said he ain't got nothing for us, but he went back and took prison reform off of the table that Trump put in.
Yeah, because they federally was supposed to all the marijuana stuff and shit like that. Federally, that was supposed to just be gone.
They're not talking about it no more. They don't have to talk about it because
I need to talk about that. I got some shit going on and need to taken care of. I need to fix that situation.
That was one of the platforms they ran on was prison reform.
And even on what was the loan forgiveness, student loan. He said they ain't fucking with that.
I could have told y'all that shit was not gonna happen.
Well, a lot of people didn't. That's you. Like you got to take yourself out of consideration sometimes. Like I can't do that, so you can't do it. Like I know it's a lot of lies, but I'm like, how many people believe it?
Student loan debt is the second biggest debt in America behind auto loan debt. You think they just gonna wipe that bill off? Like who?
Well, that's what he ran on. That's what he came to the hood.
That was a
said.
part of the campaign.
Yeah.
I know it was a part of the campaign, but like, did people really be like, yeah, this nigga about to erase?
A lot of people thought that.
Yeah, they thought that shit.
They was hoping.
What?
all this has been is
Like,
a
yeah, he
big
finna help
hopeful
us.
thing. Like they're hoping.
I mean, he
possibly.
did give him PPP loans.
Trump gave us them.
And
Wasn't
niggas,
that already? Yeah, I was gonna
niggas
say,
going
wasn't
to
that
jail
already?
too. Just for the
Trump-
record.
Look, I'm out of that one.
Trump gave us.
I hope y'all Y'all did go down. Y'all, hold on.
Niggas glowed up, boy.
Yeah,
Man.
y'all gonna be in jail with them fat asses.
Look, I ain't doing that.
They
It's too
take-
good.
I know.
Because everybody got a BBL.
I know.
Everybody.
I know a
In
lot of
jail
people
with
in
the-
trouble.
Wait, what
right
is
now.
a BBL?
A Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah. So they taking the fat out your belly and
It's
putting
like
it
a
in your
transfer. It's like a like a fat transfer.
That's why you know the asses look kind of different lately. It's not the. You remember it was a time period we seen the asses that stood.
Yeah.
And you put a plate on the motherfucker. Like,
Oh, look, I thought it was like, I always thought it was like a porn category. I just couldn't do it.
BBL.
No, that's
I thought BB was
BBC.
big black.
BBC
Cock.
or
Yeah,
BBW.
Look at that cock. BBC. Yeah.
I'm done.
He said, I thought it was a porn category.
I did not know what BBL was, bro. That's cool
Brazilian butt lift.
though. That's
Brazilian
what's
butt
up.
lift.
Yeah, that's cool.
Get
yeah.
your little care credit, girl.
Yeah, Brazilian though. Like,
Like-
don't go get that motherfucker in Dallas, Texas though. Go to Brazil and actually get the butt lift.
Man,
Wait, where did
they're
that's
not
what
even
they
giving them in
they said
Brazil.
on our show. She said that they be going to Utah.
I'm like, come on, my nigga.
Wow. Niggas getting their ass done at Zion?
Man, niggas getting their ass done at Larry Sight and Sound.
That's some wild shit. You leaking?
No.
Man, look,
Yeah,
you-
People are really dying from that
Yeah,
though.
that-
It's so
yeah.
that's like one of the most dangerous.
Yeah.
that shit been killing niggas like
I just
COVID.
Yeah.
feel like, them
Surgeries
the
that you
things.
have.
Those are the things like you don't fight the Lord on. Like
I'm done. You know what?
if the Lord didn't birth you with no ass, he meant to give you no ass.
Facts.
this is a fact.
You know? The only one I feel sorry for
Well,
is
maybe
like
they deserve.
the chicks with no nipples.
Yeah.
That shit is
That shit is the weirdest.
Like, you 40, you still haven't went through puberty,
Bro, I'll
bitch?
be outside like Ray J in a One Wish video. If nigga, if I was a chick, especially if I had titties and no nipple, like he gave you any,
Oh, you mean like an inverted nipple?
like they be tucked in.
That's common.
Is
That's
it?
yes, inverted
Inverted
nipples
nipples?
are common.
No, I'm talking about like the areola. Ain't no areola.
Yeah.
Ain't
No,
no,
he said tucked in.
Oh,
that's
inverted
inverted.
nipples. Oh,
That's common.
Well, not when there's no.
You like the inverted nipples?
So what are you sucking on? Air?
Yep.
no, nigga, it's just a nip.
It comes out.
Yeah.
It comes out. Yeah.
I don't even know what this
The whole
look like.
nipple not
It
in. Wait,
look
the whole
like-
nipple not inverted.
Right
Just
here, they over here
like the tip of the
like-
nipple. Like the tip of the nipple is like pushed
I seen
in.
something that was just titties.
Wait, what?
So we all talking about separate shit. We all talking about separate shit right now.
Apparently.
Yeah,
That's
what's
why she
going
over here
on
like it's
there?
common. I'm like, nah, I just
The
seen a lot of titties in my day, and that ain't common.
Inverted nipples.
As far as fuck the inverted, whatever you want to call it, I'm talking about. I seen a few that didn't have shit, didn't have no motherfucking ruffles around the motherfuckers, didn't have shit, just big ass titties.
Let me see.
around no inverted
Let me
nipples.
see. What the?
he googled it.
Man.
Oh hell no!
Hey, let me see
what?
that. That's his shit. He like that.
Wait, no,
Yeah,
wait.
you on record. You on record.
No, not with a whole nipples inside. Like I'm talking about.
That's
like
what I
the tip.
mean. Like when you
Oh,
know.
yeah, no. What?
See, that's why I'm looking at you
No,
over. You
no,
looking
no,
at me.
no.
I'm looking at you.
That wasn't what came to my mind.
But yeah, man, these chicks gotta stop fighting
That
God.
shit like a
man.
pop pimple.
That's not what came to my mind.
You gotta show.
Yeah,
hand that over.
yeah, that shit.
Hand that.
Well, like
so
the-
she can see it, cause she the one that's
She
been
the one said
campaigning.
No, it is. They,
Man,
That's
that is,
wow.
It is common.
So
And
when when the
they
chicks get them
come
pierced,
out.
what they pierce?
just the skin.
You can't get that
You
pierced.
can't get that pierced.
You can get the skin.
But if it gets hard, it'll come out. It'll come out.
It show that you can pull it out. There's people get surgery and shit to get it pulled out.
That's cool. What do you say? Hey doc, I need this pulled out.
Yeah.
So
I
they
guess.
can't breastfeed.
so is it like?
They have shields that they can put on it, and then it'll like
so
pull
is
it
it
out.
like circumcision?
That's what I'm saying. It's
Or
the
like
thing. No, it's not.
You circumcising the titty?
You gotta put a Wolverine mask on to suck the titty.
Y'all
The two anteaters in your bro.
It's a
said
shield.
they got
You put on the
shield.
titty.
They have a shield that they put on it for women with inverted nipples.
So they walk around with Captain America
Yeah.
nipples.
When only while they breastfeed. Y'all so damn.
That's crazy.
Y'all so ignorant. I'm really answering the question too.
Oh, I gotta dress my baby up like Raiden to suck this.
Shout out to all the inverted nipples out there.
Oh, I gotta dress my baby up like Raiden to suck the nipple, man. That's some cold shit, man.
You got inverted nipples. How long do you have sex before you turn the lights on? Because when is that moment to where like
I gotta dress like Stretch to suck the titty.
Oh,
Nigga, this is a fedora nipple, nigga.
what kind of nipple?
This is a fedora nipple, nigga.
man, I'm done, man.
I ain't never seen a nigga look just like he going to a silent film festival every time he come out the house.
Man,
Well, that new Charlie Chaplin playing today, nigga.
Charlie Chaplin, Mr. Bean looking.
Oh, this nipple got hemmed hella early.
Say, damn, nigga, you want to sing doo-wop every day?
Caroline.
You got nipple capris on.
Y'all going to hell. Grow up.
I'm gonna let y'all know Shayna is the only one not laughing right now. Just for the record. Just for the record. Man.
Oh, man.
Y'all definitely
Can you
need to
imagine
grow up.
having to put a fedora and a necktie on your son just so the niggas to suck the nipple?
Man.
God damn, man.
Oh my god.
Ah, she got that Kung Lao.
Y'all stupid, man.
Y'all are dumb.
Wildin'.
Oh, that is crazy. I've never seen that before. Y'all just fucked me up.
It's too hot to be laughing like this.
Hey, man.
Don't touch that motherfucker. Last time you started touching that shit with the 80.
Oh, my God.
So 76 right now.
Nigga, that shit be going up. You be pressing it down, that shit start going
Y'all
up.
niggas is stupid.
Oh, my God.
What was we even talking about?
Who knows?
That shit turned left.
Oh, man, shout out to
Took
bro,
it right.
That shit wild. Oh, shit.
Hey, nigga, get ready to breastfeed. You gotta do his baby like this.
More like
What the shield look like, Shannon? we want to know what the shield.
Google it.
Pull that shit
y'all
up.
already
Pull
was
that
on-
shit up. You
Y'all
brought
was
it.
already on your
This
Google.
is Shayna's fault. All this shit is Shayna's fault right now. Pull up the shield. man.
Y'all
Like,
was already on
Pull
y'all
up the
Googles. Look it up.
you got it.
man, you niggas ignorant, man.
Pull up the shield.
All right. They got me here sweating. What do it look like?
That's the breast shield.
Oh. Like a contact. You put contacts in it.
Y'all are stupid.
And it sucked the nipple out.
You put it on your breast,
Oh,
and
my
then
God.
so the baby can latch onto it, and then
Oh,
they
you
can
know what I
lick
was
it.
thinking when you was talking about it the whole time?
What?
I thought you was talking about like a pump more so.
No, they can. You can pump too, but like if you can latch your
That shit
baby
like Thomas and Mac.
to it also. Y'all stupid. That's crazy. How we got a room full of dads? Y'all so damn
That shit
ignorant.
like the Thomas and Mac.
I swear to God, the whole time,
My baby mama got
breast
nipples.
pump.
My baby mama's got nipples.
Yeah.
So I've never seen this before.
Shit. Thomas and Mac Center.
And after a while, just start to suck the nipple out. Like,
Yeah. To
so
pull
once
it
you
out.
get to a certain day, then they don't need it no more.
I think that they always have to wear it. And I think you have to have surgery to correct that. But some women have that. It's a thing.
Is ignorant.
I'm leaving if that shit is. That's a deal breaker.
Hey, bitch, why your nipples got on glasses?
Oh my god.
That's some cold shit.
That's some cold. Yeah. Shout out to them, man.
Get them in black, like Cool Mo D glasses. How you hating me now? A star was born back in the day.
Oh,
That nigga's ignorant, man.
Classic.
One day y'all gonna grow up. One day.
I'm waiting.
It's not gonna be 2 day. It'll
Not
be one
today.
day.
Not today.
Man, you got Cyclops on your titties. All right. What's up? Man? Talk to me.
man.
Talk to me.
What you
Talk
got
to
what you
me.
got for me, man?
I didn't see. I wasn't expecting that one. Boy, that's
all.
crazy. Yeah. So let me before we get up out of here. I gotta ask. No. You know what? I did have one. I'm sorry. What y'all did for Mother's Day was super dope. Free Black Mamas. That was the hashtag.
Absolutely.
That was probably the dopest shit that I have seen in a very, very, very long time. That was dope, man.
That shit was
Okay,
dope.
man, tell me, man, how was that, man? How was that feeling?
Shout outs to Akiko Cooks and
Shout out Kiko them.
yeah, that's the homie. And we got Leslie Turner. Shout out to those sisters. They me, I was just a vessel as far as, I don't take credit for for none. That's what a lot of people do that. They'll be like, nah, that was them sisters. I just contribute to, something that I was laying down. They was like, we need protection. I'm like, protection? For what? But they were like, just get here. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. So when you paying cash bail, you paying the whole bail. So if your bail $80,000,
Paying $80,000.
paying $80,000. Ain't no. So
it's different than a bail bond.
yeah, you are the bail bondman. You just ain't. Got to go through that method of paying the 10% and everything else. You just put up, straight cash. So
Jesus.
them sisters had a lot of money, and I was like, you know what? How long y'all out here? Okay, they was out there from the morning, noon shift. They had shifts. So, people get out of jail at certain times, and I was just like, just let me know. And I'm with that. Like anything like that, you can call me. I'm coming. But shout outs to them sisters. I was just trying to highlight it, because a lot of people needed to see that. So I was just mainly the flashlight of it.
For those who don't know, man, the Free Black Mamas campaign was something these sisters did. My bro was there, but it was something these sisters did on Mother's Day, where for Mother's Day they were building
the weekend, the whole weekend. It was
Mother's
actually
Day weekend.
Yeah, it was actually
Yeah,
they
they did
started
the whole
Thursday,
weekend.
they went to Monday.
Shit.
Yeah. She was
Wow.
she had texted me that Thursday, I think
Yep.
it was.
Yep. We went down there.
Or Wednesday.
How many women did y'all bail out total,
I want to say it was at least close to 42.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
That's beautiful.
So for Mother's Day weekend, man, from Wednesdays to Monday, we gonna go from there. They were bailing out black mothers, man. That's just dope, man.
And
That's
just
just
to
just
give
dope.
the background of it, even when the sisters get out of jail, they contact the sisters, Akiko and Leslie, and if they got fired or anything, can't pay their rent, they help them with that. So they're not just bailing out sisters and just like dipping out. They're still continuing a relationship afterwards to make sure they're on
So
point.
it's real rehabilitation. Like it's like
Yeah.
rehab.
Yeah.
type
So
of
they get a
thing.
stipend for, if they got rent behind, they get a stipend for this, it's like, just try to make sure that they on point. So
Yeah.
that's the most important part of it is like, what do you do after, because some people
Yeah.
don't got nothing to go to after they get out of
Yep.
jail.
Yeah.
So they put them up in hotels and, whatever they got to do.
Nice.
So
I think that's the most unfortunate circumstance when we get into into stories from people who are still down. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I have a few family members who are still down. I think I may be the only one on both sides of my family who haven't been to prison yet, male. And I still have family members, you know, who is doing like real time, you know. And I was talking to my mom the other day, man. Shout out to moms. But I was talking to my moms the other day and was talking about, you know, one of my uncles, and he been down for 24. Fed time.
I think
you know
said I read that.
He been down for 24. You know, he still got 3 left, and you know, they make it sound like, and maybe that's, you know, that's a hopeful type of deal, but they make it sound like it's tomorrow. You know what I mean? How upbeat they be to have just 3 years left. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that
the sad part, when they do that much time, some people don't want to come home.
They don't want to.
Cause what do you do? Like, what do you do once you get home?
Yeah.
You gotta come back and be a kid.
Yeah. And there is no focus on rehabilitation. Like, you know, they have classes and little classes and shit like that, but nothing can get you ready for the real world. To just be thrown out there with a couple fucking bags. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, hey, man, you on your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the part that I had reached out to Leslie. Like I said, it's a lot of things I keep. You know, I'm a humble dude, but I can be an asshole. But when I was, you know, the Trump administration was reaching out to me, I reached out to Leslie as far as the sister that's doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, would you come to the White House with me? And she was like, and I was like, okay, listen, I need you and what you do, I need you to implement that.
Yeah.
You know, and what was on the table is how to basically get jobs and housing for people to get out. Not the halfway house, not work release. That shit is still a systematic where you got your own crib, you got your own job waiting for you when you get out. Boom. That's what we was gonna present it was gonna be the second term, but you know, that was under the radar.
Yeah.
And it's like he was working with real niggas, and that's why I try to tell folks, like, I'm not a you know, you hear Trump and black, you think coon. House nigga, coon.
The only person
I got, you know, I'm not about to talk to nobody if we're not getting nothing as a black unit. It ain't nothing to talk about.
I think the only person that made it out of that was Snoop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might be the only one who made out of that. And I don't know for what reason, but
But you know, Snoop tricked a lot of folks.
yeah, he was bashing him on social media all the time.
Yep.
But
Got the pardons. That's all you know, and
that's not just one phone
Jay-Z
call.
Jay-Z did it too with the chick that was working for, I guess she was working for the cartel and everything else. He got they slick. You know, that's why I try to tell folks.
Jay-Z. He just bought him and Meek Mill bought Robert Kraft for Bentley.
The white man. They bought the white man.
That's what's up.
The white billionaire bought him a car.
I'm a businessman. But niggas sit here and tell me I don't know what I be talking about. Just saying.
True.
Bought a billionaire Bentley.
I read that and I was disappointed, and I really don't get disappointed by what other men do, you know, because it's none of my fucking business. But it's like when I seen that, I was just like, y'all didn't have shit better else to.
Yeah.
That's
He
how
passed
y'all woke
that.
up?
He passed that point. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them type of people where I don't give a fuck how many Nipsey Hussle verses you do. I don't give a fuck what Nas songs you. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You are a 1%er now, bro.
He is.
So to me, when you come back and you try to get back down to the hip hop level, to me you pandering. You ain't nothing different. You can't relate. You're not in this universe no more.
Yeah, but you don't like him. You don't like him when he do his Basquiat shit either.
As far as what? What do you mean?
Like you don't like Basquiat Jay-Z either.
The nigga did like paintings and shit.
Yeah, when he be on his rich man shit.
No one did. He's talking about painting. He made a Magna Carta Holy Grail is an album about paintings we will never see in our lifetime unless we Google it.
Right. So should he just stop rapping? If I can't rap like I'm in the hood no more, y'all don't want to hear about rich people shit.
Well, I mean,
where do he go?
Like on the Nipsey verse when when he was trying to get into his shit, and it's like, man, maybe you and your white counterparts have created a safe space to where it's still you can make the people feel like you on our side still. But we know what it is already. We know what it is. And that's my issue.
Some people don't know. See, I even do the shit, and you just did it. Everybody don't know what it is. You know it. He know it. You know it. We know it. But it's a lot of people that's like, you see what he's doing? I'm just like, that's how you stay relevant. You gotta have your face. You can't disappear too long. Your face gotta be tied with something. And that's what he learned with marketing. 101. So, anything that Beyonce and them do, I'm just like, and there's no hate. I just know what it is. It's like, as a business person, give somebody some tangibles. Like when I was going to the White House, what tangibles can you give me where I can sit down and talk to them, which is my people, and get this shit, established. Otherwise, if there's no tangibles, I can't fuck with it. And he brings no tangibles. We don't have black businesses and, things as such. It's like, he did the title, and you seen it was nothing but white folks.
Yeah.
So it's like that was a way that
he did the music video with Pharrell where he shout out a bunch of black businesses. That's free advertising.
He should be doing that in general. Like why wouldn't you do that?
And he gave us a good halftime show.
Well, the halftime show's been ass since he been head of that shit. What you talking about?
What is happening?
He playing. He bullshit.
That shit been ass since.
I was on the plane. I ain't get to see the show.
Beyonce was like, "Woo, I'm glad I got in before he did."
Man,
shit, because nigga they been ass.
I didn't see it.
At this point, I'm ready. Give him credit for the Prince one.
Don't listen.
nah.
You always gotta go so far. You always gotta go too far.
I see two people right now.
Skip.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I see two people.
Did y'all get to watch the fight? Y'all watch the fight?
I went back and watched it on YouTube after I ain't catch it when it first aired.
Chuck?
I watched it Facebook Live stream.
I had no interest in it.
It was cool to me.
It's cool.
We're probably the only people that actually, purchased
we bought it.
Y'all
bought it.
Oh,
I'm gonna be true.
Over here with Mr. AutoPay.
This is what
y'all could have wiped your ass with that money.
This is how I feel about it. And unfortunately, I work hard enough to where I can, I like to see my entertainment clearly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want a motherfucker walking to and from the screen, and you know what I'm saying. But what I will say is, I think as much as we hate him, as much as people hate him,
hate who?
Floyd.
Oh,
People
we do.
love
We hate Floyd.
Black people love Floyd, don't they? No.
It was very, very. It was no. It was very, very weird for me to see people rooting for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever watched a fight where people were rooting for Floyd.
Floyd found the niche.
What Floyd fights have you watched?
Everyone, and he's hated on everyone.
Floyd found the niche right now, and it's black versus white.
He found a niche years ago when it was black versus Mexican, Mexican.
We talking about Mexican. We talking about, okay, so let me make this more clear. In the this woke movement that's going on, this new black, how you said the black music is trash, during this era, he found the black and white with the Conor McGregor,
this is a
fact. People, and I'm going to, your monkeys and all this other stuff. Like, he found the niche. So it's like, okay, now let me go beat up this white dude to make it black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Black and white is money.
Yeah.
He did that with the Mexicans because he knew pay-per-view, who's buying the pay-per-views. The Mexicans, they get their tecates and boom. So, yeah, he did.
It was always what what was it, Cinco de
Cinco
Mayo?
de Mayo.
Yeah.
It was always the first week of May for sure.
Yep.
But
it wasn't on that day.
it says
around
says in his 3 fights he's brought home in the exhibition fights he's brought home over 500 mil in those 3 fights. One was the one with the Japanese dude or Chinese dude, whatever he was. I'm
That was
sorry.
like 200 million, wasn't it?
That was only that was 2 rounds. That was 2
Easy.
rounds. Conor
Easy
McGregor.
money.
I think went the distance was 12.
Yeah. I think it was 12.
And then the one with the Logan brother
8.
was 8. But
Conor
what?
McGregor wasn't. That was a real fight though, wasn't it? Didn't it really count against?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
sanctioned.
they
That was
count. I
sanctioned.
think they
That
counted
wasn't sanctioned.
Yes, it was.
They counted
That was a
against.
real
They
fight.
counted on those
They counted
For Conor McGregor or for Floyd?
for him.
both.
For both.
That was a sanctioned fight.
That's
Yeah.
an L
It went-
for
it
Conor,
went
and that's
for-
a
it
win
was
for
a W.
Floyd.
I believe it was a W because they
Yeah,
both.
that's how he got 50.
Yeah.
That was his 50.
Because Conor had to go through the Nevada Boxing Commission.
Yeah, that was.
And
that was
Floyd
official.
said the reason it was the reason this Logan fight was in Miami and not in Las Vegas is because Las Vegas wouldn't sanction it.
Because of the weight issue. Because imagine
That nigga, he was. I was like,
imagine
God
if,
damn.
imagine
He
if he
was
would have hit.
huge.
He would have caught. All it takes is one lucky punch.
Yeah,
So now Nevada is liable of
yeah. But what you said just a few minutes ago was why I think Floyd may be the smartest athlete that I've witnessed, and it's the same the Jay-Z factor you said about him putting himself in front of different faces. I think him not knocking out is it Logan?
Logan.
Him not knocking out
Oh, it
Logan.
looked like he
Oh,
put
that
it in
was
bed.
Jake.
That
That was
little part where he
Jake.
held his ass up.
Yeah, he
It
was
looked
asleep.
like he
no,
was-
I mean
he was definitely
he was
asleep.
but him not officially knocking him out, and then his post game, the post fight
Yeah.
was the biggest alley oop I've seen someone give somebody.
Mhm.
First of all, when
What'd
Floyd,
he say?
basically he's a
But
he's
do
a
that-
tough competitor.
He do that with all his fighters though. So
the tough competitor, yeah. But he was like,
He said he's better than I
He's
thought. He
better
didn't
he's
really
better than
say
I
he was a
thought.
tough
But
competitor. He said
when
he's
you
better
say-
than I thought.
But when you say when it's a difference between if like a fucking Miguel Cotto will say some shit, right? But when arguably the greatest boxer ever says that you're better than I thought, that is a unbelievable oop. So now people can take him serious in other things.
I don't know about that.
If
Yeah,
the
I get it.
greatest
I get
boxer ever says you are better than I thought,
Yeah, because I didn't think nothing of you. He was on record saying like I'm
first
not
of all,
training for this fight.
Okay,
It's kind of like a cosign. It's
exactly. The
cosign.
first round, he let off a nice little flurry on Floyd. He didn't get knocked out, and then when Floyd is
Officially.
and then when Floyd is saying the things he's saying, this is coming from arguably the greatest boxer ever. So now, when it comes to other events, because I don't think he's done,
No, yeah.
because his brother is legit. His
Jake.
brother's legit.
That's who Floyd
Jake can fight a little
was
bit
supposed
more.
to be.
He's
fighting.
legit.
Jake can fight a little bit more.
Now, you have to take Jake serious. Jake is serious.
Which one fought
Jake.
Nate Robinson?
Jake.
That was Jake. Jake is serious.
No, you gotta take Jake serious. Jake really trains and does this all day.
He's fighting again in
Like, he's
August?
serious.
I think he's fighting again in August. But
Who's
Fuck
he
what he
fighting?
did to Nate Robinson. Fuck what
No,
he did to the
who's he
next
fighting?
I think he's fighting a fighter this time, I believe.
Let's let
He
him have
knocked out
another YouTuber, from my understanding.
No, he knocked out another. The dude was a boxer.
Yeah,
The dude was a real
KSI?
boxer at one point. No, KSI whooped Logan Paul. KSI fought Logan Paul.
he
Him
just
and Jake
knocked
never
out
fought.
Jake just knocked out somebody. That was a boxer.
He just knocked
Yeah,
out a
he
boxer.
boxing, bro.
Recently.
Like, the brother is boxing.
He just knocked out a boxer
you know.
recently.
But what Floyd did was so smart is because now I don't think this is the end of their business ventures.
He might be signed.
And now
under-
Floyd can drift off into the YouTube Jake and Paul lane. Now, nigga, shit, you get you.
or he can sign.
What do you mean
up-
for what?
He can sign.
Not
up-
only do they fucking run boxing right now, they're the biggest, probably two of the biggest YouTubers like ever.
Fact.
That's a whole nother lane.
I give him the YouTuber part, but do they run boxing?
as far as name wise, buzzing.
Bro, what? Give me a. Ain't no
Probably
fight.
revived it.
Ain't no fight doing what Floyd and Logan just did.
Is that because of Floyd or is that because of Logan?
Both of
The
them.
YouTubers were watching.
I think you're downplaying this dude's
The
influence.
YouTubers was paying for the fight.
He has 28 million followers.
I think it's 23 million.
I thought it was 28.
subs.
I thought they
Somewhere
said
close.
28.
Same thing. We get over.
So
it's
if he's on Saturday Night Fights on ESPN, do you think 28 million people are tuning in to watch this nigga?
At least half.
No,
Bro,
seriously,
he was in the ring. He was in the ring boxing Floyd, and his
23.2.
brother was outside reacting to it.
And had views.
He had 23.2.
Okay.
Oh, now Floyd is what, 46? Now a 46-year-old man is now in that lane.
Now, if he's fighting Ishe Smith from Las Vegas, does he get the same? Does any just get the same attention?
Logan and Jake are not going to.
You
fight.
think so?
Yeah.
But the problem
Hell
is,
no.
the problem
Nah,
is,
hell no.
I'm talking about after this fight, after the Mayweather. I think Mayweather is smart. Mayweather he either gonna sign them to certain a certain amount of fights, or he gonna sign them under Mayweather Promotions. Dude is brilliant. We might not. I don't fuck with the Logan brothers, but
Me neither,
There's a
but
lot
you
of
gotta-
people that do. Like you can't
I
take
do.
that buzz. They got a buzz.
niggas.
now you have a 46. You have a 46.
They
You have a 46-year-old man in that lane. The possibilities are endless now. This is bigger than boxing. But what I'm saying is, I think Logan is going to move into MMA, and I think Jake is going to be boxing. That dude is serious. That's all I'm saying.
Jake is more serious.
I don't think they're going to command this attention on the every fight level.
Are you crazy as fuck, man? You down?
I don't, no, not this attention. I agree with you with that. But I think they're going to get to a point to where they will. I think Jake for sure will.
They can sell like they.
Once Jake become an official like boxer, where he's like in that arena, like right now he's just doing the Triller shit. Once he become a boxer, he's in that arena with the pay-per-view and all that. He for sure will demand this attention. We talking about somebody else that also already have millions. I don't really need y'all either. Like he can come into the game like Floyd. I don't need y'all.
You talking about the Paul brothers?
Yep.
Yeah, we already got
their own
millions.
bread.
We been millionaires since we was kids. We already millionaires. I can come into this fight same way Floyd was at one point. I could be as cocky as I want to be, and I could talk as much shit as I want to talk because I have the money. That's gonna get the attention the same way
it's not
Floyd was
money
getting
though.
money.
It's a skill. Like it's been good because you fought an NBA player and then you fought one of the greatest fights ever.
Yeah.
When you fighting a nigga
Two different people you talking about, but yeah, I get what you.
I'm saying but you fighting people who have platforms. You fight a nigga who don't have a platform and nobody knows who this kid is.
Nobody does that in boxing though. You don't fight nobody who don't have nothing. That's what boxing is for. I'm not fighting somebody that's nobody.
Logan has
You gonna be an undercard. That's what the undercard fights is, right?
Logan has fought arguably the greatest boxer in history.
In exhibition.
He's not fighting fucking Ish Smith or fucking all of his fighters will be top tier.
So what you telling me is the next time you see this man fight, he's gonna be the top card on the
He might not be the top card, but he's not gonna be fighting nobody.
And his money gonna be on point.
And I think the next time we see Logan, it'll be
one thing
MMA.
that got them big is being able to talk you into fighting me. That's what they're good for.
Hey, Logan is the one who went to China, right, and went to the forest.
Yeah,
Or is that Paul? Or is that Jake?
that's Logan. Logan
went to the. So there's a forest in China or Japan, one of them, that people go and kill themselves. They go and hang themselves. He decides to go there and film it, and he came across a body.
Yeah,
He was getting killed for it.
that's when they
So that's why
I thought they was gonna cancel.
That's why people, that's why I'm saying, do you know how hated this dude gotta be for Floyd to be rooted for?
They are both like that though. Like him, like both of the brothers are like that. So that's how they get by. I'm able to talk the real fighters or the whoever. I'm able to talk y'all into getting in the ring with me. I'm able to piss you off enough to get in the ring with me. These niggas is how Cassidy is when that nigga go on URL. They able to talk their way into the arena to get the fights.
He out-Floyded Floyd when they was doing the face-off.
He did do that. That was the other brother. That was the one he didn't fight though, right?
That's what both of them do all the time. This is what they do. This is what they know.
I need to see it translate to a real fight though.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think Jake is going to give you that more than Logan.
Yeah.
Because Jake truly trains boxing all the time.
I'm going to reserve my hope until I see it happen in a real fight. I seen you fight 2 sideshow fights. I saw you fight a 50-year-old nigga who not really fighting. I'm here for a paycheck. Floyd was there for a paycheck. The last 3 times we seen Floyd fight, he's there for a paycheck.
I would say he tried hard when he fought the
Connor. I'll say he trained for Connor.
When he fought the dude from China or Japan. Sorry, I don't know which one he was from, but when he fought him, Floyd had a little pudge. For Jake, for Logan, you can see his abs. Floyd had a pudge.
Floyd looked homeless.
Y'all so stupid.
Nigga, I ain't never seen a nigga with that much money look like he ain't eating.
Hey man, look.
I don't think he really trained for it. He didn't really train. I'm not treating this like it's a real fight. So when I see Jake Paul or Logan Paul or Chris Paul or whatever fucking Paul just fighting in a real fight with a real fighter who really looking to knock your head off.
Well, Jake Paul's supposed to be fighting Tyron Woodley, which is a major mixed martial artist.
Yeah.
When I see that, then I'll be like, then I'll come back in this motherfucker.
Right?
I'll come back in this motherfucker and be like, he legit.
I think that they have like a demographic for them, to pull people in. Because I can't remember the last time that I've seen a real big white fighter. Not to get all colors.
Conor McGregor.
Well, not really. Isn't he MMA or what is he?
You talking about
I'm
boxing?
talking about boxing.
Oh, no.
Probably
Like
Ricky Hatton was
boxing.
probably
boxing.
And
When was that though?
Floyd.
That was short.
But how long ago was that?
2000
12, 13, somewhere in there.
No, that's like 8, 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But that's what I'm saying.
Minute.
Like, it wasn't a name to where I would actually remember somebody that's
Tyson
not.
Fury. The big white boy.
Nobody's really watching heavyweights like that.
They watch Deontay Wilder. Yeah, they.
That was
Wilder.
more Deontay Wilder. That wasn't for Fury.
Yeah, but
They're gonna watch
it
Deontay
was an
Wilder,
upset.
though.
But what I'm saying is he does have a demographic to pull people in. He talks shit. He's like
And
all
I'm
out
rich.
American white boy.
I'm not mad.
blonde and
That'd be like
blue.
CJ So Cool getting in the box ring. Niggas gonna tune in because CJ So Cool.
No,
Yeah.
not
If
the
I'm
same. It's not
a
the same
fighter, I'm
thing.
not taking you serious.
It's not the same thing. What I'm saying though is that he does have he does have an audience to tap into. They've been
Absolutely.
waiting. They want to see.
So
a
he's not
tough white
fighting none of
boy
these
get
niggas
in the
nobody.
ring
He's not gonna
and
fight a
whoop
nobody.
on somebody. Hopefully.
If I'm a trainer, I'm not disrespecting my fighter by saying go fight a YouTube nigga. that don't
It's
have
simple
no-
as this.
Let me. I'm sorry.
But
go
he's
ahead.
licensed
Go ahead.
though.
It's like so if you a major boxer, let's say you're a major boxer, you've been doing your thing, you fought your way to the top. This YouTuber getting way more attention than you, steady doing it. You're not going to eventually take that fight. Like, let me prove to you that he can't whip me.
Why
I'm doing
wouldn't
it
you
off
want
this.
to-
Now I'm in the game.
Why wouldn't you
I'm doing
want
it off
to just
this.
based off?
But you
of-
said okay. But you said skill. So let me say, no one took Jake serious. No one took Jake serious, and although he was fighting Nate Robinson for the first fight on Triller. Now the difference is, what's his name? Ocho Chad Johnson fought. Chad Johnson fought last weekend, and when they stepped in the ring, it was entertaining, but you knew he's not skilled. When Jake got in the ring with Nate Robinson, you immediately knew, oh, he for real, and Nate is in trouble.
Nate's Vinci size with 10 more pounds of muscle. Because you said skill, and I'm coming from a skill perspective, not size or nothing like that. When Jake got in the ring and they were about to go at it, you could tell Nate was in trouble from a skill perspective. Like, oh no, Jake is really.
Yeah.
This nigga, he's really training
Yeah,
for
somebody
this.
that was
really training for
technical
this.
boxer versus a brawler.
When you threw Ocho Cinco and the other dude in the ring, you could just tell they was in there. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of like a street fight.
Okay.
They threw Nate Robinson in the ring with somebody who really trains to box. That's a difference.
Facts.
So from a skill perspective, you got to take Jake serious because when you seen it, it wasn't just like, oh my God, he knocked out Nate Robinson. He knocked out Nate Robinson for real.
If you put me on the court with an 8th grader, I'm going to look like an NBA player because you don't box either, nigga.
I think you missing the point.
No, we both. You look like a professional.
you
because
remember-
you one of us a professional.
There's some 8th graders gonna kick your ass on
You
that.
know
court.
he
Don't
ain't.
do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Grown man fouls. Grown man fouls over here, nigga.
I got something for
Grown man fouls over here. You
I
gonna
ain't
take
seen
the
them
few
do
of
that.
them.
I ain't seen. So
Shit.
we talking about you said something on. I think that was on Twitter. with the cat that got the one arm. The cat that got the one arm.
Okay.
You say you'll lock him down.
Fuck yeah. You got me fucked up. Belly and all. You got me fucked up. You think you gonna get buckets on me with one arm, nigga?
What about the midget?
Who?
The little midget basketball player.
Which one?
The one that be doing all the and one type of shit.
What? Get the fuck out of here.
He gonna work you.
Hey,
he out there giving niggas buckets.
Hey, a nigga dribble.
The nigga like 4'9", giving niggas buckets.
who? What's his name?
I don't know. He's a midget though.
30.
We had
I got 30 for him right now.
No, you don't.
30 for him. My knees
look,
bad as
We
shit.
had a cat that was in school. He had his arm had got cut off by a train track, and
Because you tried to glaze past that. What, nigga?
when we was kids, we played on the train track. So you know,
And he didn't see the train coming?
he fell off and we was on the train.
All right.
So
Okay, so I was gonna say, man, he took midnight train to Georgia. Like that wasn't meant to be taken.
you stupid.
Mine Swenson. That nigga is 4'5".
Oh, that's the little dude be on the video.
Yeah.
I ain't know who you was talking about.
What? What?
Give you buckets.
All right, so
Give you buckets.
the whole,
Fuck that.
my homie, his name Cleveland. That's the one that with the train incident.
Okay.
I put how much money you want to put down
How much you
right
want
now?
to put on? How much you want to
He'll
put on?
cross you one arm.
That's right.
Where you going? How you gonna cross me?
Where he going? He going to the hoop.
You're not getting you one
Yeah,
arm.
said spin move with the one arm.
Man,
Nigga, spin move was amazing.
I ain't gonna lie though. Some of that shit was slick.
Yeah.
I'm
You
whooping
not,
that nigga.
fam. You gotta come back to this arm. You.
Bruh, that's
I'm
the-
sitting on this
I'm-
arm.
We ball with. I'm telling you,
I'm
somebody we
sitting
ball
on this.
with.
No matter
It's
how
not-
much of this
it's not
slick shit
that-
you do,
It's not that easy, bro. Like
you have to come back to this arm.
What you talking about is it makes sense until you get your ass in front of and have to guard them.
No matter what you do on that side,
I'm just saying,
you have to come back to this arm.
Has been traded this whole time. That's gonna give you buckets. That's gonna
Even
give
me.
you buckets.
Even me. Let me see.
You have to
You
come back
cannot.
to this arm. You gotta come back here.
I'm not saying I'm the greatest basketball player ever, but at one point I did play basketball, and it's something I take very serious.
Okay.
When I'm relating this to Jake, when Nate Robinson got into that ring, do you remember when we threw when you threw the tournament?
Yes.
They put a drunk nigga on me. I gave him the quickest 30 he probably ever seen.
He was so
When
mad.
you smell
He
blood,
was so mad.
when you
mad.
smell blood, you smell blood. Especially if it's I don't have to be the greatest at that time, but if it's something that I train to do, if it's something that I do, and you put somebody in the ring with me that ain't, I'm gonna beat the dog shit out.
How did this story start? They put a drunk nigga on me. Now, if they put Zion Williamson out there, it's gonna look different because this is a real.
Hey man, you
basketball
gotta
player.
relax. I still be busting niggas ass when I.
I'm not mad at it. I feel the same fucking way. But there's a difference when you put a drunk nigga who's not a real basketball player and you put a nigga who
But
actually
what I'm
plays
saying
basketball.
is Jake Paul is also an athlete and he also trains. We're not talking about somebody that just don't train. We're not talking about
feel
Ivan
it.
going up against an 8th grader that trains all day. He's going to give you some buckets. You not training. Now, if you was Ivan that's still training when you was back in high school and
There's
doing
no
all
eight-
your shit,
there's no
you
eighth
gonna
grader
give him
to give There's no eighth grader. I should rescind that. There's no eighth grader to give me no bucket.
Are we gonna do the money bet about the one
Nigga,
arm?
yes, nigga, bring the
you want to put down?
Bring the
Eighth
one
grader
nigga,
gonna give
bring
you
the
some
one arm,
buckets,
nigga.
I was that parent boy.
It's some 8th grade gonna give you some man. You
Nigga,
know
I was
what?
playing 21. I was playing 21 with my son and this other dude. Boy, I was with that. What's his name? Spice Adams. That gift when he just breaking his shit. That was me. Nigga. I was like, they both got 19. I got 0.
I call my nigga Guido there, man. I'm a
Call him.
Guido, bring an 8th grader, man.
Bring him.
We recording it too.
I have
That shit is going on View 7 Network.
I have 5 fouls and I'm using all of them. Make sure they understand that.
Well, hey, you know,
Spence, remember we finna set this
the street
up.
ball, they unlimited.
There you go. I'm using all mine.
8th grader finna give you buckets.
Hey man, long as
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm using all these.
Before I like, you know,
grown man fouls.
Before I started to know him through AAU and shit, I used to always be like, man, why is this nigga Guido always on the court and shit? Hey, this nigga wobbling on to the corner and shit. Hey, get this nigga off the floor and shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he hooped then though, but he was one of the niggas like.
Remember when he was playing basketball, Guido came, and you said, "This nigga feet don't even get off the ground."
Wow.
Hey, nigga with no respect. I don't know how niggas. Hey man, come on, man.
There's no way he gonna get buckets on me and his feet don't get off the ground.
Nigga, I was hot, bro.
Did he get him?
I don't even know what, man. I was going off that tournament.
No,
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But man, I didn't know him at that time. Like, man, get this nigga wobbling to the fucking corner and shit. I remember I told you.
Y'all let this nigga score. He can't get his feet off the ground.
I didn't want to be one of them niggas who was like what I used to do.
Right.
So I immediately focused in on him and was like, this is one of them what I used to do ass niggas. And this nigga was getting buckets.
Guido was giving you buckets?
He wasn't giving me buckets. He was giving the team buckets. But I couldn't understand because I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? He ain't even jumping. He ain't 7 foot and he ain't jumping.
How is he body? A big body.
How is he getting buckets?
He can stand between you and the basket and the ball. He a big body.
Oh, my stomach hurt.
I've only been.
That was a funny.
I've been dunked on once.
I ain't never been dunked on.
Melvin. Do you know Big Melvin? Mm-hmm. So shout out to Sequoia and Chelsea. But they've been names getting dropped a lot. There's a lady. I mean, there's a young lady that they mentioned named Monique.
Okay.
That went to Rutgers.
Yeah.
Her brother.
Okay.
So, it was right out of high school. I could still jump in and shit. But when you I remember it was like yesterday. So when you're going up for a rebound, and you're going up for the rebound, and you know you got it, but then you just feel pressure coming down.
He caught you off the rim?
So, as I'm coming down, this shit is in slow motion like the fucking Matrix. So, I'm coming up. I feel like I got the ball in my hand. This is a defensive rebound.
Right.
The ball's coming down. I jump up. I get it. I feel like I have it in my hands. But I'm coming down, but I have pressure on me.
Yacked on him.
And I look up, and I just see an arm. Boom! And I fell.
Put back.
So you never even touched the ball? Or did he just take it out your hand?
I think he took it out my hand. He
talking about a poster.
Yeah, yeah. But he's legit. He was legit like over. He
might have been over. Your ass.
He might have been over 7 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know how he didn't make it. To be completely honest with you.
Did he go to school?
I think he did. He went to Cheyenne. But he was legit 7. I'm 5'10", bro.
That's crazy. I ain't never heard his name before.
Really? They just call him Big Melvin. He was a year younger than me, maybe. But yeah, y'all know the horror story. I have to bring that back, but I'm with Ivan though. I'm not letting no nigga one arm.
Nigga one arm.
Don't say that shit until y'all
sock
get
that
in front.
nigga. Sock that nigga. Fellas, y'all got anything for we get up out of here, man?
We don't go give me an 8th grader.
Hey,
make sure
I'm bringing the homie down. If you want to make. So what's the bet that
what's the noise he make? I mean, you remember when they was doing the
You got a homeboy one arm. You finna be your homeboy?
We about to get this.
Let's just be able to film this shit.
Are you gonna say that he can't score, or are you gonna say that he ain't about? Because
he's not winning.
I'm telling you, he's
not winning.
He not beating me. Not with one arm. How tall is he?
I think he probably like 6'4".
Oh, you have to get a tall nigga. Okay. Still not.
And he yakking one arm and every damn thing. I'm just letting you know it's some motherfuckers that's gifted.
Are these all common fouls, or are you calling flagrant fouls too? Flagrant fouls. I might be.
Y'all fight. That's y'all business. I'm just head up.
I'm definitely letting nigga with one arm max me out either. Max me out.
I ain't got nothing to do with last name.
Beat me or maxing me out with one arm, nigga. No.
All right.
Before we get out of here, y'all, I just want to know, like, how much disrespect do you have to have for a person to eat all they candy but one piece and then give it to them? Like,
who did that?
This is the second day in a row. Like, I don't know if I need to think about annulment or what at this point, because what is happening?
All the rolls?
That's love.
He ate all
if
my
they
Rolos.
give you the last, if they give you the last for
One piece?
something, it's real love.
They said on the brothers.
They said on the brothers.
Not when I didn't buy it for him. Yesterday he ate
one.
2 of my turtles and tried to give me one, and I was so mad. I said, I don't even want it. You eat it. So then today, You eat all of my Rolos? Like, what is
They
that?
were on the table. I didn't know. I thought they was for
you.
me.
But he gave you the last one.
That
Yeah,
what
the
does
last
that
one.
mean? You gave me
That's
the
what it
last one of
mean.
my candy.
We seen it on the movie.
It's so
We seen it on the
disrespectful.
4 brothers. When they
What?
give, when
If
they
you
give you the
get
last
the
piece
last
of food, that mean they care
anything,
about
that
you.
mean
That
they
mean they
love
love you.
So you supposed to eat up all their food. So I can eat up all your food and just give
Semantics.
you the last
Semantics.
one. And it's,
These are
and it's-
semantics. We know if they give you the last piece of food, they love you.
That's you know what.
Yikes.
I mean,
That's
at the
all I'm
last
saying.
moment.
We'll see the next
I
time.
mean, no
do a
matter
swirl run
what,
for y'all.
at the last moment, I'm gonna make sure
We'll
I
see the
always
next
think.
time.
I didn't eat no Rolo.
No, because y'all no.
I didn't eat no
Got
Rolo.
all these
Appreciate you.
answers.
I appreciate
Just
you.
know next time.
You got me a sweet tea.
Remember
me a
the
sweet
next
tea.
time.
So you
y'all
gonna
get
punish
some
all of
snacks
us? You gonna
up
punish
in
all of
here.
us?
Yes.
The nigga, you owe me a Rolo then.
I said he was wrong. For the record.
I definitely didn't get a Rolo.
At all.
I didn't get a
that?
sweet potato cookie or nothing. So
And he handed me
Cream
the
filling.
single Rolo.
That's basically a
What
fuck
he
Like
you.
saying? Cream sugar filling with a.
Man.
oh shit.
I said, bro, how you do that shit? Nigga, shit like a real commercial. Straight out the oven with a cream chicken filling. And
With a dollop of sweet potato on top.
buttery and silky.
The dollop, nigga, use dollop.
Y'all annoying.
All right, man. Well,
That's all I had to
y'all
say.
got anything before we get up out of here, man? Anything? We've been on fire, man. Shout out to Views, man. Shout out to Code 7.
You good?
Shout out to
The network.
Palluminati. Mr. Palluminati himself, red pilling.
Put it like this. I'm buying tickets to sit in on some of these shows. Like, I got to. This shit is hilarious.
Man, you
Like,
know it's open door policy, man. We record on Wednesdays, man.
I'm just saying, this shit is like, motherfuckers should be paying. Y'all should be on.
You know it's it feels like I'm not from a creator.
Let me say this before I fucking forget. You doing a fucking marvelous job. I was worried about you at the beginning. You found your balance. You funny. Then you bring it out. Skinny. I was worried about Skinny. Skinny don't say too much, but listening to he's starting to find what he want to do because he was the motherfucker that just had the ad libs. Like now I see him, grinding on.
Yeah.
Working harder than me. I got the nigga working harder than me. I gotta give credit when credit's due.
That's a fact.
Keep doing what y'all doing. This is a lot of men we can't give people their respect because it's soft or whatever the case be. But no, keep doing what y'all doing, grinding. Don't put your foot on their neck. That's what I live by. Put your foot on their neck and keep going.
From a creator's standpoint, it's almost I got the feeling like I just started again. You know what I'm saying?
You don't love it.
And just with us dropping the videos and doing different shit, and I didn't expect it to be like this. You know what I'm saying?
Getting started, bro.
So it's almost like I'm trying not to get because I can be a perfectionist at times. You know what I'm saying? And I can.
With this, you don't need to be because we're jagged people. So you getting.
Yeah.
It's not a cookie cutter way of a listener.
It's a
like
fact.
we like the shit that you might not like.
Yeah.
Like as far as
True.
most people are not going to do what we're doing as far as like saying whatever. Like I'm gonna link y'all one day to the podcast. I want y'all to come on. I talked to my brothers. They said, "Come on." I said, "I'll work that out." But
Whenever.
it's no filter. Like with the situation we were talking about before we start recording, which was hilarious. Y'all should have been recording that shit. But start putting on the camera as soon as y'all get in. Put that shit on.
Oh, that was that was actually the goal.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we got. I don't know how much we got this
The
time. But
funniest
that was
shit is
actually
the shit
the goal.
that y'all don't record.
Yeah, man, that was actually the goal. We gonna start working on different things, man. You couldn't have told me when we first started this that this is where we gonna be at now. You know what I'm saying? I think when I think of the name, View 7 Network, even though we everybody got their own thing going on. I think me and I'm not meaning to shame nobody, I'm not meaning to shame nobody. You know, all you, you know, the local comedians and so forth and so on. I think where me and Ivan stands today, and we haven't even started yet, but we found a lane where I genuinely don't think people will be able to fuck with us from a funny standpoint. It's nothing that we have to try to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to force myself to. I don't have to force myself to do it, especially when I want to do it. But when we link up and we in our shit, there's nothing you can do.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And when I think of, you know, the network behind it, you know what I'm saying? My boy Skinny over here, you know, he's a busy man. You know, he still got, you know, he got his own thing going on, man. But that network name always stands next to me. And I think with everything we're doing, you know, even, you know, with the ladies, with what they decide to do, I think when it comes down to it, because I'm a huge proponent of catalog. And I think when it comes down to it, if we were all to sit at a table, right? When it comes to Vegas shit, if we was to all sit at the table, shit, I'm gonna throw you in here, since you here and shit, you family. But if we was to all sit at the table, right, with another network or somewhere, something. As far as the city goes, we have everything covered. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, again, whether you guys, you know, y'all out there, man, whether y'all want to give us our credit or not, because I do feel like at some point I've become too humble.
I told you.
I always told, you know, I always said, you know, I always preferred influence over popularity.
I got that from you.
So you can be as popular as you want. You can be out there every day, but you talking like me. You know what I'm saying? You talking like me. You taking shit from our shows. That's influence. You know what I'm saying? That's influence. You can't beat that.
I stopped listening to y'all when I started doing my pod, and it's no disrespect
at all.
It's no disrespect to y'all. It's like, as a writer, you know, I don't know if you caught on a while back. I told you that. Who did I tell you wrote the 444 album?
Rhapsody. Was it Rhapsody? Rhapsody.
Nobody else is gonna catch that. So I write poetry. It's a fingerprint that you have that nobody can mimic. They can get close to it. They can't mimic it. Well, they can't master it. They can mimic it, but they can't perfect it. I don't listen to y'all because if we have no filters, I know y'all don't have no filters. Like, earlier in the show, y'all was laughing, and I said Kung Lao, and y'all didn't hear the joke. Then he said Kung Lao, and it was we was just on the same. It wasn't he took. Nah, we was all laughing.
Right.
And it's like when it's an open freestyle, it's like we got jokes. It's like, so I try to separate. It's not, you know, it's not like, oh, not so. Hiding it right now. I support you, motherfuckers.
I appreciate it, man. I told wifey this a while ago. I told her, like, you know, because there a lot of the times, and it's just pure coincidence, but a lot of the times, if you hear the lady show, there will be some shit on there that they talked about that we ended up talking about, or there'll be some shit that we talk about that they ended up talking about, and it's a coincidence. And she always say, she told me today, like, you never listen on the day of. And I'll always listen to them on like a Friday or Saturday, just so I can get my, I get my shit out there.
Right.
You know, we drop on Thursdays most of the time. So when I drop on Thursdays, now I can listen to them as a genuine listener. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your husband. I'm not somebody that I'm doing business with. I'm listening as a genuine listener. It's a different experience.
Yeah.
And so that's why I listen to them on Friday or Saturday. So it doesn't influence me at all.
Because it's gonna rub off on you.
But I always look at the bigger scheme of things. And again, you know, what the ladies doing, what Skinny is doing, with Code 7, you know, what you doing on the political side, and what we do as from the podcast front. If we was to sit down, when it comes to the city, everything is covered. You know what I'm saying? We ain't missing nothing. What can you say now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have the leverage, we have the influence, we have the popularity. Where our bag at? And I'm a motherfucker. you know, you're gonna give me what I'm worth.
Yeah.
But I don't care about no money. I want everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hate saying this. I don't like saying this. I don't want everybody to win, but I want the niggas around my circle to win. I will say that.
Shit.
I'm not with
But
the
it's
fake.
true.
I'm not with the
That's
fake
honest.
popularity
Yeah.
shit. If you are in my circle, I love you, and I love you, and my resources are your resources.
Yep.
But if you ain't in my circle, nigga, you are on your own. There is no nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because your win might be mine, or my win might be yours. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Did you even take nothing out my mouth?
Makes sense when you break it
But
down.
if you in my circle, if you in my circle,
it's-
if you in my circle, if I got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm loving what everybody is doing and the work that everybody is putting in, and it'll all end up working out. You know what I'm saying, on its own. I just know from a view standpoint, man, these last couple of days, it's just been amazing.
Fact.
And so
It has been.
I've been proud.
It really has been.
I was sitting back like, nigga, I know them niggas.
because I think that was the one component, you know what I'm saying, that we were missing. And, you know, before I said I lost my train of thought, but, you know, I'm a perfectionist. So, you know, my mind would immediately go.
A perfectionist?
That's what I said.
Oh,
I said a perfectionist.
no,
Didn't
you
I?
said perfectionist.
Shit, okay. I'm a perfectionist. So my mind would immediately go, we should have been doing this a long time ago. Because I think if we would have been on this, on the clips and all that shit, the way we're doing it now, oh my God, we would have.
But I've been told
We'd have
y'all didn't listen to me. I know Skinny
Yeah.
listened to me. I sat down on the couch. I said, hey,
Yeah.
y'all need.
Yeah.
I said, people, they love interaction. Like,
Yeah.
and you mentioned it at the beginning of the show. It's like, you're going to have your solid listeners that listen to your voice, and that's only it. But they do that because they fuck with you or
That's
they
a
fuck
fact.
with somebody, you know, around.
Yeah.
It's like, we need to see people. And it's like, you got to reel them in on both. It's a balance. You got to reel them in on that. Like, bitch, you going to see me today. And then you got to reel them in like, hey, you can't see me today. Let's listen to the show and laugh.
I feel
You
it,
know,
man.
so yeah, you got something solid, you know, and you know, I told y'all three that same day, it's like, don't fuck up that, you know, don't fuck with that groove. When you got something that's grooving like that, don't bring them. I wanted to be like, hey, can I be the fourth? But I was like, they got something that's sometimes
Yeah.
you got to sit back and be like, it ain't about me. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
so yeah,
I
I
feel
wanted
it.
to ask a whole bunch of times, like, hey, I need to know.
Hey man, shit. You never know, man. You never know. I don't know where this show going. We're gonna be looking at
Nah,
it.
y'all
We're gonna be
got
looking
some
back
solid-
a year later and be like, God damn.
That's your yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we getting into things, man, and it feels like we start nowhere. But I tell you one thing, man, y'all go back into that back catalog, boy. It's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers upset. 'Cause, whew, you know, growth.
I'm about to start sharing that too. You see, yesterday I
Growth.
tagged y'all on some
You
vintage
did.
views.
I just want to
That's
say,
what I'm gonna call it, vintage views.
I just
I
want
like
to
that.
say,
there we go.
That's dope.
growth. That's all I got. That's all I got, man. But for you all, man, you know, you creators out there, man, that you know that take your time, man, and take your time and don't fall out of love with your craft, man. Keep grinding, and everything else will work out on its own, man. That's all I got, man. Yeah,
Father's Day coming up. We don't want that bullshit, ladies.
man.
You gonna get it. They ain't got no.
We don't want the bullshit this year. All right, that's all I really gotta say. Let us have ours, please, please, and thank you.
It's all right. We gotta go eat. You know, nothing is
What's
booked
an
on Father's
acceptable
Day.
Father's Day gift? What's an acceptable?
Anything
Father's
really
Day?
that's.
I haven't got a Father's Day yet for 9 years, so I can't tell you.
So what would you
Are
like
you
to
talking
have?
about from a spot like a spouse or relationship?
Just in
or
general,
just-
like what would you like to receive? Because a lot of times I'll ask him like, "What do you want?" He'll be like, "Oh, babe, you know I don't want
Yeah.
anything." So what you said you don't want that bullshit. So give the lady
I'm
some
talking
ideas.
about the women.
yeah, bad.
Oh,
for men.
you talking about the?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking you talking about gifts.
Or they acting like they
No.
the fathers of, you know, it's,
That
it's
shit.
oof,
That's
you
the shit
know.
I'm talking about.
I'm kind of I'm not on I'm not on Facebook like that, so I don't see it that much. Twitter's just another place.
But you know what? A lot of lately, women haven't even been letting other women live with that. Like they'll jump on
yeah,
their
man.
post.
Shout out to y'all
Stop.
because that shit
Hopefully,
It's only a handful of them. I'll be seeing, go on, girl, fuck these niggas. Like, that's what I see.
But a lot of them be like checking them, like, hey, that's
that
not
shit
it.
ain't- that shit
Don't
ain't
do
right.
that.
We appreciate.
I thought you was talking about
allies.
gifts. I was finna take some pointers down. Like, what y'all?
I mean,
what kind of stuff y'all like?
anything that I can use that doesn't change up my day, I'm good
Cologne.
with.
I think
Cologne.
I done bought him so many colognes.
with
I
me, it
know.
always
We
be
can never
like
have enough.
if you know what I like, I don't need to tell you. That's just how I think. So I hate when people ask me for gifts. Like, what do I want? I always be like, if you know what I like or what I'm doing, like, just contribute to what you know I'm doing or what I like.
Oh,
I never like to tell nobody what I want.
I feel it. Just another, cologne. You can never go wrong with a good plate.
Like a
A
dinner.
good plate, like a plate you put love in.
Okay.
Not,
No, jacking about.
What's a good plate to you?
I don't know, man. My wifey gets down. She gets down, man. So.
Yeah.
I don't too often come on here and that because I'll sound like an elitist. So I ain't missing. Yeah, you can tell I ain't missing no meals. But yeah, man, like cologne and shit like that.
Cologne.
My love for cologne has and I don't know if that's something that just happens as you get older.
You just master.
Shit, man.
I won't speak for him. Once you master the art of smell as a man is better than any game that you got. It's like they smell you before you come and they smell you when you leave.
Shit's something different.
You ain't even gotta say shit. You just walk through that motherfucker and it's like, that's the art of it. And then you start liking the smells yourself, to free game.
That's why I keep my Bath and Body Works on me.
Cucumber melon.
I keep my I keep my cologne, man, and shit.
The men's selection in Bath and Body Works, people be sleeping on it.
They got a men's section?
Yes, they do.
I like the mist shit now though.
They
I
got
like
some nice
it's like
stuff
a
in
mist.
there.
It's not a
Yes,
it's
they
not
do.
a it's not a body spray.
They got they have all the like he said, the
body
misters.
mist?
It's like
It's
a fragrance.
like
I thought he was just being silly. That's
No,
why I
for
said
real,
I'm
they
dead
got some
ass.
stuff
cucumber
in
melon.
there.
That's why I was hit you with
No,
that.
but they got this mist. It's not a body spray. It's like a fuck. It feels like a fucking.
You about to make me go to the metals.
It's body
No,
spray,
they
dude.
got some
When I
nice-
put
they
it
got some
on, it's
nice,
like cold.
scents
It's
in
not
there.
like strong. It's just a little.
It's body spray.
No,
Like the mist.
it's like a.
It's in like a little.
It's
tin
like a
can.
fucking. It's in a tin can. It looks like sunscreen.
Oh,
It comes out like sunscreen.
Oh, the body. That's body spray.
Yeah, body spray.
That's body spray. I have some.
Yeah, it's
No,
body
Bath
You
and
don't
Body
like
Works
it?
body spray be like.
I like
You
some of
talking
it.
about the big ones that they have for the women. They be letting out a whole lot.
That's body spray. I know what you're talking about.
Nah,
I don't like the musky smells from Bath and Body Works.
No, I don't. Which
The-
one?
The
I
teak
like
woods and the
No,
I'm not
I'm talking
fond of-
about like the ocean.
ocean and freshwater.
Yeah.
I fuck with. The
I'm
rest
not
of them-
fond of the woman shit. It's too strong for me. But the
Nah.
men shit is like,
Ocean and freshwater. Them the only two. Everything else, yeah.
and I don't like to smell it on another man. I was just saying it's dope.
It's
I
just
think
you.
it's good for every day. Like just if you going to work and you want to.
Oh, I got to. 'Cause goddamn,
Yeah.
I just got to find something for my feet because lately, ooh,
Your feet been singing.
boy, nigga, when I come home,
Put some what's the gold bond? Put some gold bond in there.
I don't know. Some gotta have something. It's not my boots. It's like I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. We gotta change something.
You got gingivitis on your feet?
No, nigga. I just might need to put a car flower, a scent flower in my sock. Cause god damn, nigga, I be like shit, nigga come home smelling like Bath and Body Works and shit. I still be fresh, and then I take my boots off. I be like,
Man, no limit boots.
shit, I had to ask wifey, like, wifey, you smell that? I had to like, you know my feet?
Wow.
All right. Anything before we get up out of here, man?
Bro, you didn't ask that 5 times.
I know, and I don't think I got past Ivan.
No,
I ain't got nothing.
Chaka, what you got going on, man? What's going on, man?
Man, right now I'm just trying to figure out what the next step is as far as YouTube. Like I said, that was my I got fired on my day off. That's a check.
Yeah.
Like that was That was $2,500 a month.
Oh
Jeez.
man. We went up.
Let's not talk about YouTube then. 'Cause
Right.
We went up.
We about to be here another 20 minutes crying.
I hear
and
bro.
shit. This
I
nigga
hear-
cried on the show.
I had bro up and was like, "Hey, bro, we went up almost $1 overnight."
For real, he just talked about 2,500.
What y'all need to focus on is, dude. Let me fuck with y'all marketing and shit. Like I ain't trying to step on no toes and nothing like that. But whatever I got,
No, come step
I
on the
can help.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, no.
Come step on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude,
As
we ain't
far
got no
as-
marketing, nothing. This is.
That's what.
but I'm
we've
just
been
saying,
needing.
like a lot of motherfuckers try to. I got a lot of people mad at me on Facebook right now.
Let's get into that off the mic.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get.
Ivan, man, take us out, man. Cause we still gotta upload this bitch and shit.
Okay,
So
your
we gonna be
business. Shit.
here. What's up, man? Talk to me.
I got it.